Gentlemen and great people of Nigeria, the one we're receiving is an Igbo Nollywood actor was arrested over the alleged coup plotted against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Nigerian propagandists, this is what I have to tell you. The profiling format we have been using for a long time is obsolete. You can try something new. 1966, it worked. 1967, it worked. 2010, it works too. But in 2025, it failed and it will continue to fail. Because back then in 1960s and the 2000s, the media belongs to the politicians. Give you people the power, standpoint to manipulate the media, making the people believe exactly what you want them to believe, giving you the power to execute your inhuman activities on false claims. But in 2025, 2026 and years to come, the media belongs to each and every one of us that has access to social media. Just by liking, commenting and sharing, we now own the media. And that is why the likes of me and 999 others will be active on this social media to deconstruct all your religious and political propagandas. Nigerians, the profiling format is a format where an innocent person is profiled to take the fall for a crime committed by another person. Example, Mr. A committed a crime, but the media is manipulated to believe that the crime was committed by Mr. B. And in such cases, Mr. B can even go to jail or even get killed along the side just to seal up the whole case. The profiling format has been used in a lot of places in Nigeria and in Africa at large. Number one, it was used in 1967 when General Coup was very hungry in winning the war against the Eastern communities. He has a very big agenda to come and divide the East to make them weak. Adopted the format by accusing the leader of the Eastern communities, Odume Gojuku, that time, of trying to emasculate the entire Eastern communities. This led to a division in the East, and he came and now successfully divided the East. And number two, on the 15th of January 1966, there was a coup in Nigeria that led to the Civil War in 1967. This format was still adopted by profiling the Eastern communities and the Igbos in the course of the coup. But it was later in 2025 that Ibrahim Babangida wrote in his book that all that happened in 1967, it was all profiling. But the whole of the profiling in 1966 and 1967 led to the death of over 3 million people. Number three, this profiling format was also used in Libya in 2010. The United States accused President Muammar Gaddafi of trying to defraud all the people of Libya of their resources and emasculating them. On October 20th, 2011, they came and they eliminated him. Fast forward to 2025, when the media now belongs to everyone that has access to social media. The same profiling format was attempted on President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, when the United States, led by General Bastard Michael Langley of Egar, accusing President Ibrahim Traore of trying to steal all the resources of Burkina Faso. Everybody protested and deconstructed that political agenda, and it failed in 2025, and it will continue to fail. In November 2025, the United States added Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And in the same November, the United States issued a threat to the federal government to move fast in protecting the Christian population, else there will be some consequences. And all of these things had nothing to do with the Eastern communities or the Igbos at large. And then on 26th day of December 2025, United States successfully landed an airstrike in Nigeria. Now what we are hearing 2 weeks ago is that it was an Igbo businessman, Nonisha, a screwdriver seller that was giving an intel to United States to come and invade Nigeria. All political propaganda. Brigadier General Uba, we lost him in a battlefield against terrorists, but it was reported earlier that shortly after their convoy was attacked, he called for a rescue operation in his hideout. But shortly after he made the call, the terrorists found him in his handout and they unalived him. We strongly suggest that probably the people he called for rescue may be the people that shared intel on his location. And to seal up the whole of this case, it was reported by Nigerian military that Brigadier General Uba is back to the base where he was still in the bush. All lies. The trending Gento Yahoo on the social media, Nigerian military posted him 2 months ago that they have captured and neutralized him. But just 2 days ago, he appeared again and making videos and said that he is still very much alive. Now the Nigerian military is telling the people of Nigeria that it is AI video. In October 2025, there was an alleged coup plot against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where 16 military officers were active in the coup plot and they failed. How am I able to know whether the coup was a real coup or not? Shortly after the news circulated on the media, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu sacked all his military chiefs, which simply suggests that there was something wrong behind the scene. Now, among the list of all the officers that was involved in this coup, none of them were Igbo or from the East communities. But however, what we are receiving now is that an Igbo Nollywood actor was arrested over alleged coup plot against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You are going to tell me how one Igbo person, a Nollywood actor, is going to be comfortable in the midst of 16 officers that are not Igbos to plot a coup against the president of the country. All lies. If you are believing the media in 2026, you are the biggest fool of 2026. And this is what I have to tell to the propagandists in Nigeria. You can try another method, because this method is not working again. Because you owned the media those times, but now we own the media. Just by liking, commenting, and sharing videos.
Okay, oh. And that is just the truth. From Wonder, that is just the truth. Okay, we own the media. The masses, the people now own the media, and that is why it is so difficult for them. And they want to try, all those tactics that they usually use. It's no longer working. Thank God, and I'm sure that was why this man, David Mark, was really, really against this issue of internet, social media, and all of that, because he knew very well that the power would now be given to the people, which they don't want to. They didn't want that, because they were using that media against the people, and people were really falling for those things. But with the coming of social media, internet, and what have you, has really given the power to the people, giving the power back to the people. That's why anybody can be anywhere. Almost everybody is a journalist. People don't even listen to what most of these conventional media houses say. They don't believe them. All I see is bad leadership in Nigeria. Okay, thank you, brother. Okay, you just let them know we have the right information in our hands, but choose to listen to their stories of focused narrative. Hey, they don't cash. They say they don't cash you. That's the fact. Okay. They have used Igbo people's name in telling all manner of lies. Okay. Speaking the truth without apology. Your wisdom is top notch. Of course, you always hit the nail at the exact point. When intelligence speaks, you grab it. You get it when intelligence speaks. Yes, so it won't work again. One name. Yeah, it will never work. Nigeria media and journalism are liars. Just continue telling the truth. More grace, to your elbow. Yes. They thought we were still in the newspaper era. Who they read newspaper? Even if all of them now, that's why you see that most of all these media houses, they are not on social media. People know what they know. You can talk your own. If you don't talk the right thing, they will wave it off. The masses will wave it off, and that is exactly how they have been doing. If you like, or you want to dominate the social media, the people too, they are there, and that's a social media information goes faster than you thought or than you ever think. Nigeria government and their media are liars, and they are still not backing down. That's why they say they will go and recruit data boys. Okay, I disagree with you on this. The media is being controlled by Yoruba people before the war. They are the reason Nigeria and Africa is like this and poor today. Yoruba journalists keep bringing fake news like Abati and others in Nigeria. Abati. No prominent Igbo to tag in the cup. At least let them involve Igbo man so they can back up with lies. I was wondering why no Igbo man was accused. Now it is complete. Nollywood versus military. That Igbo man will face consequences more than anyone. They will use him to show example like Nigeria is working. That is deep. Nobody's even hearing anything. Hey, that man is being locked now. Nobody's going to speak for him. Nobody's going to say anything. It is only that man they will now use. Because this issue of whatever, they're just looking for something to distract Nigerians. It's just unfortunate to garner sympathy. That is what this Tinubu's government is doing. APC government. Believe them at your own peril. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.